Actors Q ba?
May part ko ba yung mama sa kanila?
Wala na, patay na sila lahat eh. Magandang tanghali po sa inyong lahat at nais ko lang magpasalamat sa lahat ng dumalo rito kahit mabilisan po ang aking payak na paanyaya ay narito po kayo. This is supposed to be just a get-together as a token of my appreciation for the media being there to cover not just my events but all the events of importance in this country. Kanya lang na-ambush nyo ako sinetapan nyo ako, so I might as well I'd like to give special thanks to Miss Loisa Erispe for organizing this. Maraming salamat, Loisa. And I want to wish all of you I want to wish all of you happy holidays and may the blessings of the season be upon us. Now, if you have questions, I'll try to answer them in the best manner that I can. Thank you.
Happy holidays, sir. Sir, kay Kong Teves, ano po ba yung update? Magpa-file ng appeal?
I cannot say much, about Congressman Teves because, strictly speaking, the ball is in the court of our lawyers in Timor-Leste. But of course, I'm almost certain that we'll file an appeal, and the appellate process will be underway pretty soon. So that is the extent of what I can say, and I wish to add that Congressman Teves is in good spirits, and he's confident that on the merits, his case will eventually attain victory. That is all I can say on the matter. Salamat din po for asking.
Comment, sir, kasi sinabi ng DOJ, likely ay i-uphold din yung decision ng court. Ano po masasabi nyo?
They have been saying that for the longest time. 2 taon na yata nilang sinasabi yun. But the fact remains that Congressman Teves is still in Timor-Leste, and the fact remains that all of their predictions have been proven wrong. Di ba? Ilang beses na nilang sinasabi, ganitong buwan, nandito na, wala nangyari, ganitong buwan. Nag-umpisa yan nung sinabi ni Secretary Remulla na parating na daw, di ba? Doon sa airport. Naghintay kayo roon. Wala ni Anino ni Teves. Then, kung ano-ano, if you Google it, napakarami nilang timetables na ibinigay. Pero hanggang ngayon, wala pa rin. So, I would say that the secretary is the boying who cried wolf.
So hopeful kayo, sir, na may hope pa na mabaliktad yung decision?
We don't know. Kaya nga, I do not know where the confidence of the DOJ is coming from. Do they know something that we do not? If there is something going on and there are influences being brought to bear on the judiciary of Timor-Leste, mabigat po yun. As for me, I will leave it to the judicial processes available to Congressman Teves in Timor-Leste.
Nabasa nyo na yung ruling ng Court of Appeals? Wala kasi yung Court of Appeals nila eh, no?
Oo
Wala kasi Court of Appeals.
Court of Appeal.
Nabasa mo na ba yung
Yes, I have. The two were in favor of extradition, and there is one dissenting opinion.
Ano ba sa maganda sa dissenting? Kasi basically, alam mo natin yung sa... Ano ba maganda sa sinabi sa dissenting?
Well, you'll have to read it for yourself. Kasi pagka diniscuss ko yung merits, I will be no better than the DOJ. Ang sinasabi lang, sinasabi lang doon na kung ibabase natin sa applicable rules including the Timor-Leste Constitution, hindi dapat extradite. But I'm sure you all have copies of that decision. Nasa inyo na ba, di ba? Kung wala pa, I'll gladly share it with the GC later. At saka yung mga gustong sumali sa GC, pakisabi lang kay Loisa, siya na yung admin Ikaw ang admin, di ba? Ay, walang bias yan. She just wants a faster dissemination of the news. Di ba?
Para sa bayan.
Para sa bayan. Thanks, Loisa.
Anong sitwasyon ba ni Congressman Teves ngayon? Is he still under house arrest? Alam ko parang hindi na.
Wala na. He just cannot leave TL because his passport has been canceled. But they cannot deport him because he entered the country legally and he has committed no crimes under Timor-Leste law. So, he's a free man within Timor-Leste.
Sir, pero naghahanda na po ba yung camp nyo in case pabalikin nga po siya dito sa Philippines?
Well, as they say, hope for the best but expect the worst.
So, sir, paano niyo po pinaghahandaan considering isa po sa concerns ni former Congressman Teves yung alleged threats against his life?
Again, another saying, we will cross the bridge when we get there. Medyo matalinhaga muna ako ngayon.
So marami nang kumakalat na chismis about how...
Yung kay Maris Racal,
Sige nga sir, yun na lang sir. Mukhang interesting pa yan.
that's so hot.
Hindi sir, may ano kasi parang narinig ko na parang Mr. Teves daw is engaging in business there, gaming. How true is that?
Gaming?
Speculate lang yan.
Well, sino man nagsabi? Kung DOJ, well, you should take it with a grain of salt.
Hindi siya.
Samahan niyo na ng patis.
Pero sir, anong pinagkakaabalahan niya doon? Paano yung buhay niya doon? He's with family, tama po ba?
Well, I cannot say that without violating a lawyer-client confidentiality. Basta he's there, at least he's safe, and we will let the process take its course.
Sir, may nabanggit na si BP na pareho daw sila parang gano'n yung kay Teves din na nangyari sa kanya.
Totoo naman. Kita nyo look at the pattern. First, ang una ay tinanggalan ng security. Not just security in the sense the bodyguards, but in the case of Congressman Teves, di ba kinancel ng walang dahilan ng lahat ng kanyang firearms license? Di ba? Then, tinanggal ng security to give them, to disempower them. Then, dinimonize nila. Then, remember sa amin, there were threats of raiding his properties, which we publicized even before it happened. Ibig sabihin, yung intel namin ay reliable. And then, they are being falsely implicated for crimes, grave crimes. In the case of VP Sara, may plunder, ang dami lahat ng crimes na capital offense to make bail discretionary. At yung terrorism, sinasabi, laban kay VP Sara. In the same way that they filed terrorism charges against Congressman Teves. Kung titignan nyo po yung legislative debates noong Anti-Terrorist Act, hindi po para doon ang silbi ng Anti-Terrorist Act. Of course, may nakalagay doon yung murder, etc. But kung yun ang kukunin mo out of context, di lahat ng mamamatay tao, terorista na. That is not the intendment of the Anti-Terrorist Act. The Anti-Terrorist Act was enacted in reaction to the Marawi siege. At dahil sa changing times which made the Human Security Act obsolescent. So, doon inenact yun. Hindi yun para sa ordinary crimes, even assuming na siya yung gumawa noon, assuming without conceding, hindi pa rin mag-a-apply yun. So, yun din ang ginagawa nila kay VP Sara. Then, i-demonize mo kung ano-anong sasabihin mo, i-resurrect mo yung mga lumang crimes. Katulad nung kay Congressman Teves. Yung 2019 na clear na siya ng DOJ, binalik nila ulit. Ganon din kay VP Sara, yung mga allegedly na ginawa niyang crimes nung mayor pa siya, ginagawang impeachable offense. Can you imagine that impeachment? Have any of you read it? As I was discussing, puro katarantaduhan. Can you imagine, some of the articles of impeachment include throwing a tantrum. Noon daw sa case ni Sulaika. Throwing a tantrum. Being out of the country when Karina was hitting the Philippine area of responsibility. Failure to comment on Chinese intrusions. Bakit magko-comment ang Vice President doon? The Vice President does not set foreign policy. It is the President. Bakit ka magko-comment ng yung iba o epal ka naman kung mag-comment ka, hindi ka naman nagseset ng public policy, ng foreign policy. So these are the ridiculous crimes that are being imputed. Can you imagine that? So, kitang-kita nyo yung Teves playbook. Then, babastusin mo sa House. Si Congressman Teves, nung hini-hear yung kanyang suspension and eventually his expulsion, ayaw nilang pa-appear through counsel. Although ethics committee yun, ha? The ethics committee is the only committee wherein a person may be represented by counsel, either the complainant or the respondent. Kasi it includes a penalty that may amount to suspension or expulsion. Kaya may counsel doon. Gusto naming mag-Zoom, ayaw niya. Sa Senado, gusto naming mag-Zoom, ayaw niya. Bawal daw sa rules ng Senado at ng House. Pero, yung witnesses ni Ontiveros na nasa kung saang impyerno, kasi ang dahilan nila, kaya ayaw nila ng Zoom daw. Kasi hindi mo mapapa-oath. Kasi wala dito sa Pilipinas. Pero yung witness ni Ontiveros na nagsasabing spy si Alice Guo, na hindi mo malamang kung nasaan. Tinanggap nila yung testimony over the sworn testimonies of other witnesses. Kita mong kalokohan yan? Ang dami nila. Nung trial, nung hearing ni Pastor Kibuloy sa Senado, pinayagan nila mag-Zoom yung mga witnesses against Pastor Kibuloy. Si Tevez din lang pinayagan. Those are the same rules that prevailed in both instances. Pero pag si Tevez, ayaw lang pa-Zoom. Yung iba pina-Zoom nila. So, double standard. So, kitang-kita nyo na talagang there is an attempt to persecute both Sara Duterte and Congressman Tevez. It's in the playbook. Kasi, in the case of Congressman Tevez, ano pa lamang umpisa pa lamang, kumbinsido na yung Pangulo na guilty siya. Paano ka makakakuha ng justice? How do I know this? Because the President himself told me in a meeting confirmed by the Speaker, doon sa bahay ni Speaker sa San Miguel, malapit sa Malacanang, they met with me. And I was telling them why this was happening, why he was not being given due process. And I asked the President point blank, because we've known each other for quite some time. Loyalista po ako, I'm not ashamed to say. Sabi ko, Mr. President, are you saying that you are convinced that Congressman Tevez is guilty? Sabi niya, yes, based on the information. Sir, paano ba kami makakakuha ng justice sa inyo? You are the chief executive. The Department of Justice is under you. The investigation has barely started. How can your cabinet, under the doctrine of qualified political agency, say that he is not guilty, at least enough to find probable cause, when the head of the executive himself is saying that he is guilty? Hindi ka pwedeng kontrahin ng Department of Justice, ng Secretary of Justice. Because he is a member of the cabinet, therefore his opinion should be in line with the executive. Otherwise, he can leave or he may be fired. So, ganun po ang naging sitwasyon dito. Wala kang kapanapanalo, at least sa executive, kasi nga, yung Department of Justice, who is supposed to be exercising impartiality when determining probable cause, has already taken its cue from the President. Paano ka mananalo? O ngayon, alam yung hirap pagkang Presidente, konbinsidong guilty ka. Even sa judiciary, di ba, the trial is being held under, in the sala of Judge Soraek. Si Judge Soraek, aplikante for promotion sa CA. How can she now displease the President, who will sign her appointment as Justice of the Court of Appeals, kagka ang nakikitang trend sa trial niya ay pinapaboran niya yung accused dahil tingin niya hindi guilty. To that extent, ina-impluensyahan yung ating justice system. Kaya nakakatakot po Nakakatakot. These are very dangerous times when it comes to individual freedoms as guaranteed by the Constitution. Pasensya na kayo, napahaba. Sabi sa inyo, huwag niyo akong umpisan